Another neat tool that I wanted to show you is Quizizz. Students love Quizizz. So I'm telling you now, if you haven't used it yet, you definitely should because they love it. You can either way use this in the classroom, I've used it there, and you can also use it in our virtual world. So in both, it is definitely okay to be using this resource. Now, once you logged in with your mcps.net or org email, you would go ahead and create a new quiz. And once you have your new quiz, you would then go ahead and name your quiz. So let's say we are going to go ahead and do factoring. I'll select algebra. You can obviously select something else. And then here you can create your new questions, or I am telling you, use this option first, teleport. Now, there's so many different things on here. You will see it's insane. There are a plethora of resources. So once you're teleporting, you can see based on the title how many things are coming up here. So once you hover over these questions, you can just add these. This has A is greater than 1, so maybe you don't want to use this, so you can skip this. You could go ahead to this one. This has A then greater than 1, so you'll keep going. This has A is equal to 1. And so on and so on. You say, you know, this is enough now. I want to use something else. So then you go into the next one. Oh, here's factoring just with a binomial. So you can then go ahead and do this. Factor here. Oh, this one works based on what we did. Here are a couple more trinomials. If, for example, you see this add again, so that kind of shows you, oh, okay, I did this already. So you don't want to add this again unless you want a double question. Then, you know, you say, well, I really don't want to do this. I want to, you know, check out some of the other ones. So then you can keep going and look at this and have more. Now, I'm going to be done with this one. I only wanted a few questions because we only had a few minutes in our class that I'm planning for right now. So then you would go ahead and select this button right here. And then you can go ahead and go back to your questions and see how much time they have to answer it. Now, this says 5 minutes. To be honest with you, in a regular case, students maybe take 30 seconds, most likely even less. So I would put this possibly to 2 minutes. I think they have a way of getting here. This one is probably 60 seconds, sorry. There's a way for them to get more points if they answer it in a quicker way. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, and I'm honestly not sure about that option. I haven't really used that. But let's say you're done now. You would then go ahead. You can still add more questions if you wanted to, but let's say you're done. You would go ahead and click done. Then you can select an image. I personally, honestly don't. The language is English, obviously, and then you can select your grades. I'll just select 8th to 10th grade and then save. Now, you're going to get an email once you have done this, and you will also get a link that you can post. Now, this here is a new option where you can assign this for homework. I haven't personally used that yet, but I think this is a really great resource that you could use. And this one right here is Play Live. So once you're ready and you have created this, now a couple days passed, you're in your virtual classroom or inside the classroom and you're ready to practice, you can go ahead and play live. Then you're going to go ahead and continue, and then the students would go right here. So they go to joinmyquiz.com, and I would tell them to bookmark this, and then they enter the game code, and then here it says waiting for players to join the game. Now, once you're waiting right here, once one person pops up, you can then go ahead and click start, and then the game starts. Now, you're going to see that once students are starting, you can still see up here how students can still join. So the code will never leave. It'll always be there. And then you can see the whole process of how this works. So that's the video on Quizizz. Let me know if you have any